These courtyards are kind of broken up into neighborhoods. So people typically live in an area with their neighbors in the same physical and cognitive state that they are. So the friendships generate pretty naturally. You look outside some of the rooms, you'll see extra cushions, plants, flowers, some personal effects. That just tells you that a resident typically spends a lot of time outside, whether reading the paper or a book or just kind of winding down the evening with their family or friends. Aside from all the residents being able to, come out of their rooms and open up to the outdoors, they do host a lot of activities in these courtyards. There are also volunteer dogs that come around. They check on each resident. There's two different groups, one of just labs, and then one of they call themselves the dynamic dogs of the villages. So they'll come around and check on all the residents when they come a few times a month. We do make, a lot of improvements to the areas just based on feedback that we get from residents. Some of the recent ones have been these large canopy overhangs, just because they want to feel some shade and some relief from all the sun that we had this summer. And also a big suggestion that we recently got was all these colorful plants back here. They wanted to have like a rainbow bush in a way. So in a month or two, check back with us. So the koi pond really started over 20 years ago. We had a facility in Hollywood, Florida, and the residents there wanted something to take care of. And coincidentally, a family wanted to donate their kois to an already existing pond. The residents found a habit of it, right? So they would make that their daily routine, and in a way, had somebody else or something else to take care of. Residents love to feed the fish. Families love to come by and feed the fish. That's where we got this old school gumball machine. Kind of circumvented the unit, so now it doesn't require quarters. The one problem we had was residents were actually feeding the fish too much and they were growing too quickly that we have to now limit. So the team will come out every morning, fill it up until about halfway through, and that just makes sure the koi are getting enough food, but also not too much. So one of the most quiet areas that we have here at the facility is back here at the gazebo, and honestly, one of my favorite. Assisted living, by definition, is residential. It should be somebody's home. And a lot of times you see facilities that butt up right to commercial areas or right on main drags. We're fortunate enough to be here kind of nestled in a residential area, right? So it's all residential homes to the sides and behind us, and then a small church across the street. So this really is one of those quiet, serene areas here. And again, there is the water feature there of the bubbler, and then just really lush landscaping, flowers, and a lot of activities do happen out here also. We have a man cave Monday, and so every Monday all the guys on the property get together. This is the common spot for them. Today they did pretzels and beer, but they might also play cards, share stories. So there's kind of a quiet time for groups to get together. As well as when families come to visit, haven't seen each other in a long time, this is a great spot for them to hang out. So undoubtedly, this is our largest courtyard. We certainly prefer this one for live events. And the center of it, you'll see this large fountain. Most of the residents do like to have the courtyard facing views for their bedrooms, which, kind of our surprise because they wanted to wake up and be able to see, the lights coming from it and hear the sound from it. But the hidden gem of this courtyard is right behind it is the barbecue island. It's been a tradition now of ours for 20 years to have a family and friends barbecue on Sunday. So we invite everybody here in the area, have live music in the courtyards, and we undoubtedly have the most families and friends here in the area on Sundays, and we hope to see you guys here soon.